Good old drink to start off this show. Welcome to
Wait,
the
is this not
Reverie.
our ASMR channel? Oh,
Oh
shoot.
shit! Welcome
Wrong
to the
channel,
Reverie.
guys.
Ah, ah, ah. But welcome anyways, again for the third time. This is Simone, and that is John coming back at you with another video of P and P.
But
Other
not to be mistaken with PD.
P. Anyways,
Alright, guys.
John's got some
So,
good old philosophy for you guys today. Should be some good shit.
this one's spicy, guys. So, I went to Georgia not too long ago. Went tubing, and it was a 2 hour kind of journey, right? Through the river. So, when I first went on the tube, I was getting stuck like every 30 seconds because I kept on like trying to like push myself further, go faster, push myself with the rocks. We had like these sticks so you can like row it kind of. So we were doing that. But every time I tried to do that, I felt like I lost more control, you know? I
Mm-hmm.
wasn't very controlled. I wasn't really controlled. But then
Like
I got
manhandled?
stuck. I was trying to manhandle the river, dude.
Oof.
But
Show who's
then
the
I kind
alpha.
of every time I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna relax because this is like just crazy. There's no way I'm gonna spend 2 hours rowing and like trying to push forward and get myself out of this, you know, crap.
This
So
existential nightmare.
yeah, so I just stopped and then I found out, damn, the river flows. The river's flow like travels way better than when I was trying to control it. So it was controlling me better than how I was trying to control it. So the lesson from there I took was when you try to take control of every single thing in life, and even like not even just your actions, like literally everything in your life. When you try to control everything, every single part of it, it's not going to work because it's just when you add so much stress on something, too much mental thought and too much effort, sometimes you don't advance because you do advance, it's just not smooth. You get rigged. And the next part was when I did get stuck, I was like, you know what? Maybe if I don't do anything, like when I was flowing, I would, the river would move me. But turns out, no, it didn't move me. I stayed stuck. So another thing I realized when I was tubing, I tried to like do the same philosophy with when I get stuck, because you still get stuck in life too. So I was like, all right, maybe if I don't do anything, the river will push me aside as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I tried to do that, and either it took forever for me to move, or I was completely stuck. And the best thing I could have done, and the only thing sometimes I could have done, was get up and take action. So that's when I had to get up. That's when I had to start pushing. See, we push so much on things that are already moving forward that we wear and run ourselves down for no reason. Where the only time you need to start truly worrying is when you have a problem and when you're stuck. Once you have a problem and you're stuck, you can't stop and chill anymore. You have to work on that problem. And sometimes it's not even like a just get up and row. Sometimes it takes a year to fix that problem. But you better do something about it or else you're stuck. So, yeah.
All right. So, this perfectly ties into what we're talking about. At least I think so. Size matters.
That's not the good. That was. Is that not a triple shot?
Anyways, so size
Cheers.
matters, and by size matters, I mean your fucking heart matters. Size of your heart, size of your will. So from what you were describing to me, it basically seems like you're talking about fate is dealing you or can deal you a bad fucking hand.
Yeah.
And in dude, fucking tears. Anyways, in fate dealing you a bad hand, well, of course, it fucking sucks. It sucks when people lose their jobs. It sucks when people end up homeless. Sucks when people can't make the rent at the end of the day. And the thing is, the one thing that can deny someone the one thing that can deny fate from consuming a person, from eating away at a person's life and destroying them. And to clarify what I mean by fate, fate is kind of the world acting upon you, the world and basically anybody else beyond yourself, beyond things that are necessarily under your control, how they affect you. That is fate. At least to me, that's how I understand it. And that's how I see the river that you're talking about. And you traveling within the river, you making the decisions to perhaps paddle this way or paddle that way or get yourself out of this jam or let yourself be stuck, that is something, that is your own destiny playing out. That is the destiny that you are writing for yourself, creating for yourself as you go forward and even go backward, because people can go back in their lives sometimes, I feel. Especially like when they move back to a place that they used to live to, or they get into some situation that they've already been in long before. Like when people don't learn from their mistakes. But anyways, the point is, I feel like the more, just like you were saying, I feel it's connected to what you're saying. It's the more effort that you put into your life, the more effort you put in to get yourself out of the jams that you find yourself in, the bigger success you're going to find in the long run, and where and what route and where your life goes.
Keyword, by the way, problems. You said it perfectly. Is working hard on problems. Some people just work hard on such meaningless, like things that are already flowing well, but they don't worry about like the depth that they have, or like their education, or like their careers, you know? Like, for example, my goal right now is get fit, get my real estate license, because those are the things that matter to me right now. You know, that's what I'm focusing on. Those are the barriers that I have.
Yeah.
So everything else is flowing. You know, I don't worry about it too much, because, you know, my family loves me, my girlfriend loves me, my friends love me. I love them too. So there's no need to overthink things and overstress myself, because there is no problem. Because once you start thinking that there's a problem, then a problem comes out surface. Because now you're moving the tube too fast.
I would even say that whenever you cause problems for yourself, that you are polluting the river per se. And of course, when you pollute the river, it still clogs it as much as the pollution that's already present within the river.
Right.
So either way, you're catching your... So it kind of works both ways. Your fate and destiny, your fate can fuck you up. You know, things can happen that you never expect. And at the same time, you can do things that could have been completely fucking avoidable. You know, like when somebody gets in a relationship with somebody that everybody tells them, hey, this person's a bad person, and all these red flags are going off, and then it's like, fuck it, right? My fifis. And then they get in a relationship, they get stuck, they have a shitty ass time, and then at the end of it, they're like, oh, I should have listened to you guys.
Yeah, the good old, I don't want to say I told you so.
I don't want to, but I really want to.
So I'm going to.
Exactly. But, yeah, and when it comes to fate and destiny, it's something I like to make it the metaphor that I like to think of it as is like an ant. So I've always heard, you know, that the term, people have heard this before, an ant can carry 10 times its weight or 50 times its weight. And the image that pops up in my head is somebody trying to crush an ant with their thumb. And then at the last minute, you know, like in like an anime scene, you know, the ant just like, you know, resists and like stops that thumb from crushing it. And that thumb would be fate. And the ant doing that would be the ant's destiny. And
right.
I think the sad thing is that most people just blame the world for all of their problems. Just
Mhm.
blame the river. Constantly blaming the river for this and that. It's like, oh, it's society's fault that I'm like this, and that my life sucks, and that I'm depressed, and that whatever the
Dude.
fuck else. And there is some legitimacy to that. There are, when it comes to like different classes in society, and some people being more privileged because they have more money and all this other shit, and people abusing the system and all this other shit. But at the same time, a lot of this world is a lot of the things that happen to you in this world
Mhm.
are up to you and the people that you associate with, the things that you act, the jobs
Mhm.
that you take, the relationships that you develop. All of it, it's kind of it's like the idea of like predetermination versus free
Mhm.
will. I'm
Right.
personally a free will person, if
For sure.
because I think that at the end of the day, you do have a choice. Like even to me, and this may sound extreme and weird to anybody who hears it, but I believe that even your death is at the end of the day is a choice, because the death that you eventually arrived to was a series of choices that arrived to it. So if you end up with lung
Mhm.
cancer because you smoked all your life, well, that was your own destiny. You
Right. That
built
was a
that.
choice.
You
Yeah.
built
Yeah.
you ended up building that for yourself. And of course,
By the way.
you can end up getting lung cancer and never have smoked a day in your life.
Mhm.
That's
That's
fate.
true.
That's fate. It's up to you to try to survive it. It's up to you to do
Mhm.
what everything to keep yourself going. You know.
I agree. And is one more thing. Remember how you're saying like some people blame the river?
Yes.
I blame the river, dude. I was like, dude, if it wasn't for these fucking stones, I would have been floating so easily right now. And it's just, I flipped my mentality, and all of a sudden, these stones were not a problem for me because sometimes the river would avoid them, you know?
There you fucking go.
But it's not about being ignorant either, because I'm aware of these stones. I just choose not to associate with these stones because they are not causing a direct problem to me, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But
So
yeah.
so now that I think about it, I think it was last time whenever we were all in Big Ben, and I jumped into the fucking Rio Grande,
Hmm.
and just let it take me for a little bit. First thing that happened was my knees got fucking knocked, and oh, it hurt. It's like I saw the
Yeah.
old man. There was an old man in front of me that went down, and I guess he knew already, and he was like he got up completely fine, and
Mm.
then I was like going behind him. I was following his trail because like he got to like a safe spot. He didn't just let the river fucking take him to wherever the hell.
Right.
And I followed his same path, and I ended up getting fucking knocked up knees, and it fucking hurt. And I was like, oh fuck. And that makes me think. How that plays into the metaphor of how following in the footsteps of other people, how it can also not work out for you.
Hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just like thinking about it. Like if you try to follow the same way that other people went, if you completely just try to do the same, if you copy them, if you're a mimic per se,
Mm.
that could end you up in such like cold and empty places. Like I've seen, like there's so many poets, so many artists that like try to mimic the greats. They want to be like Jackson Pollock, want to be like Picasso, want to be
Hmm.
known as this great artist or this great poet or whatever. And it's just like, and then they mimic the styles
Hmm.
of the masters. And the thing is, the masters, they learned all the styles. They learned that discipline. They took it upon themselves, not seeking to be a great artist, but to just create. And when they created, it was great because they put all of their fucking soul into it. And when you do things perhaps for just vanity and vainglory, there's something like so lacking in that. There's something
For
so,
sure.
perhaps there's something wrong with it. Perhaps the
Mm.
cosmos says like, fuck that shit. Or
Dude, let
not.
me tell you
Or
what. You
not.
know what? There are many, like, I don't think it's wrong to get inspired by artists, philosophers, poets,
Nothing wrong with it.
because
Nothing wrong
it's
with it.
totally a lot of like stories. Like, did you know Romeo and Juliet by Shakespeare was actually like he got inspired by someone else, and it's almost like a direct copy
Hmm.
of the original, but
Really?
it's still in his own way. Like he was inspired by something, but he created something with his own image, and that's the secret. Like, you got inspired to go to the river, and you tried to like follow his footsteps, but maybe if you did it in your own way, maybe you wouldn't have suffered the same fate.
You see, that's the thing. Like, um, makes me think. There's an artist I know about, Andrei Rublev.
Hmm.
He was a Russian monk. Basically, he made like the religious icons, and of course, behind him is hundreds, thousands of monks who all did the same exact shit. But what marks him out is that he did it. Like he mastered the old ways, and he had this grit and this ability all his own that made it so unique and beautiful. His work, and
Hmm.
that's the thing I think about. It's like, yes, you can, of course. It's like take it in. It's like you're like you personally are a forge. So take in everything around you. That's the thing. You just even apply this to regular life. Take in the things around you. Understand the things that people suffer around you. I mean, here's a old Icelandic proverb: "Learn from another man's lesson."
Hmm.
Yeah, I think it was
Right.
Najal's saga that said that it said that in. But basically, learn from another man's lesson. Learn from other people's lessons. Learn from what others have suffered, what gone through. Learn other people's techniques, but in the end, transform it within yourself and choose a new path for yourself. Do something else. If you want to be an astronaut, if you want to be a doctor, if you want to be a lawyer, do it in your own fucking way. Do it in your own
Right.
fucking way. You know,
Right.
not
That's
everybody.
true.
Not everybody needs to be a surgeon. Why can't you be? Why not everybody needs to be just a cardiologist or anesthesiologist. Go do
For
one
sure.
of these other weird ass fucking fields.
I
Whatever it
think
could
I
be.
agree.
Specialize in
Variety,
whatever. Yeah, variety is
variety
the
is what keeps society uh,
spicy.
diverse and also expansive. The
Dude,
more diverse you are with your careers and more opportunities there are and more styles, well, dude, you're just creating a whole new society and expanding it too. So, yeah. Well, guys, I think that's all the time we have today.
that's all
But
we got for now.
for now, yeah. But thank you for watching. If you guys like it, leave a like, give us a comment what you guys think. Let us know, talk to us, join our Discord channel, and follow us on Facebook, guys. All
Peace.
right.